moving away from the technical information and moving towards strategic aspects. It's a holistic strategic paper that we talk about the synergy of how the Sudan can move forward in establishing the gum as a commodity and an integrated commodity within all ministers, all walks of life in Sudan. One of the things that we want to establish, first of all, is it's a commodity that has a dominance in Sudan, and it has many different facts that it comes from. And I think a lot of the colleagues here today and distinguished lecturers have alluded to is the fact that Sudan gum, and we're going to refer to it as Sudan gum, comes from different types of trees, and we want to establish the dominance and the quality coming out of that here. Link the Sudan gum with the national security elements here, and then establish a link or a synergy between the different ministers that are in charge of Sudan across the different sectors to establish the dominance of this commodity for Sudan here and establish a sustainable system based on the UN 17 goals. And Sudan gum will address most of the 12 out of 17 in terms of the food, in terms of the medication, in terms of energy, industrialization, agriculture, climate change, above land, the synergies between industries, sustainable industries, even female equality and diversities. It addresses all these elements here. So one of the things that we want to address is the strategic focus on how the government should move forward associated with this element here. So we're going to talk about each ministry individually and how we can link each one of them to it. The first one and dominant one based on the current situation with Sudan is the Ministry of Defense. And Arabic gum, as we all know, is a good food additive that could be enhancing the calorific value, the nutritional value, and it should be a big part of the Ministry of Defense strategies in integrating this for the soldiers. Another element is some of the other derivatives from it here can be used for alternative facts of life that can be established in the military infrastructures that we can allude to here. And part of that is one of the elements that the paper addresses specifically. Another one, and an important one, is the Ministry of Wazarat al-Kharijiyya, or the Ministry of External Affairs, where we want to establish an identity for the Sudan gum. An identity for the Sudan gum comes through our embassies around the globe to establish the need and establish the dominance of the commodity here, and then link that to the international protocols like the Kyoto Summit, particularly the one in South Africa and the one with Qatar, where they had specific budgets for agricultural needs and avoiding the desertification of land and meeting the climate change requirements. And this will levy a lot of transparent funding that can then help the other ministries to integrate this commodity in a wider scope of element that we have here. Another thing that the paper addresses is the Ministry of Finance. And in the Ministry of Finance is an important element because I think a lot of the colleagues have alluded to these elements here in terms of establishing the tariffs, first of all, for pricing of the Arabic gum. And once you establish the tariffs there, you can leverage the political elements of it around there and build an industrial localized industry around the Arabic gum and basically integrate the ministries together in an integrated system. Another one is the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and this one has a big element associated with the Arabic gum. First of all, the ethnology of Sudan and the different types of demography in Sudan has alluded to the eradication of this commodity or this resource here. And it's an important aspect to protect it internally, to establish a fact for internal affairs for our agriculture and our financial stability here. So one of the biggest things is, first of all, establish the identity of not Arabic gum, but Sudan gum as the dominant type of gum. It has its own identity and it's blatant and clear for the industrial nations to then absorb this high commodity value here. The other thing is avoid any elements of stealing or migrating it or using it in terms of exporting it outside Sudan without the revenues coming back to Sudan here, and establish then the elements of protecting this commodity here and building an established infrastructure around it here. Another thing around it here is to integrate it into all walks of lives in terms of the medicinal purposes and in terms of the food purposes here, and help the ministry to integrate this as a main element for the manufacturing, the rebuilding of Sudan in terms of income generation, and in terms of capacity building, and in terms of educational needs that will enable Sudan. And I think a lot of people alluded to this, especially Dr. Alam, where we were talking about the corporate social responsibilities, like they've done in the petroleum sector, where you build the infrastructures, the schools, the hospitals to accompany the industrial needs for the agricultural commodity that we have within the sector of Sudan here. And then we come to the most important one, which is the Ministry of Agriculture. And this becomes an important element because, first of all, we need to protect the agricultural needs. We need to protect the identity of the tree here and establish a good infrastructure for it here. Beside that, we need to integrate the industrial genome of the Arabic gum or the Sudan gum here. So we're talking about the rebranding and retreeing and reforestation around it here to improve the genomy of the tree and extract the highest yield quality elements from it here, and link this commodity to the global climate change affairs, but also link it to the climate issues between water areas and desert areas around Sudan. So they too interlinked with each other here. And this enables then the ministry to build up a different infrastructure in terms of the energy needs, the water needs, the political needs, the financial needs, and leverage these across the different ministries that we have in Sudan. And then that helps us with building a localized infrastructure for the commodity. No longer should the Arabic gum or the Sudan gum be sold as a raw material, but it should be sold as a derivative here. And it should be integrated into its values in terms of food additives across different elements here. It is a global commodity requirement for the halal foods across the Western world here, especially with moving away from halal food into the vegetarian and veganism areas. There's a huge industrial areas there. Again, platform chemicals are derived from the petroleum industries, and a lot of the platform elements come from the bio pathways that we can generate from the alternatives that we have with the Arabic gum and the Sudan gum here, and focus on a lot of the merging technologies in terms of the fiber optics and in terms of other elements that could be derived from these elements here. And the last one that we should focus on, and it predominantly should be the main focus of the strategy, is the medicinal purposes. It's the immunology side of things, it's the pharmaceutical side of things, because that is a well-documented, well-studied element here. So the paper kind of integrates all these ministries and how they should interact with each other and how they derive it. And then we come to the Ministry of Wizarati Tijara, and that is, first of all, putting a legal framework for how we should trade around it here. And then putting standard systems into it, establishing a taxation systems like the petroleum systems do. In petroleum engineering, there is a tax for exploitation of the land and exploring where hydrocarbons exist. There is a taxation system for the extraction of the hydrocarbon. There is one for exporting the hydrocarbon. So if we can do that with a commodity like petroleum, it should be done with a commodity from an agricultural point of view that has a huge yield and a huge strategic element for Sudan here in terms of building these taxation systems or these enabling systems for low income to then integrate into market elements, knowing that they have established systems. Build the infrastructural studies around putting the standards for the Arabic gum. And I think several papers in the past along this element here, or along this conference, have established that there are different types of gum, and the Sudan one being the highest one, and what are the standards there, and avoid mixing it with the low standard ones or ruining the standards here. So it should be completely restricted and completely standardized in terms of the systems here. And obviously, we need to think about how we can integrate it more after the war, because after the war, there's a lot of remedies of TNTs or leads or other chemicals that are the remnants of the war situation. And this could impact heavily in terms of alleviating some of the elements that are impacting there. We can also, through the Ministry of Health, address a lot of the renal failures, a lot of the cancer issues, and treat the cause root instead of treating the symptoms themselves here through the integration of the commodities or the platform chemicals extracted from the Sudan gum to help alleviate all the elements here. And first of all, and most of all, build it into our immune systems, build it into derivatives that will supplement the food requirements across the systems here. And then we come to my area, which is the Ministry of Educations here. And first of all, some of the elements should be in terms of rebuilding the universities, help the universities establish links with international commodities. And this is one of the areas that me and Dr. Ahmed at the moment are talking to with the Islamic Bank and the UNESCO in terms of trying to leverage the funding to be invested in universities in Sudan under the collaboration of international partners to help support and build the infrastructure for the Sudan gum element here. Establish, and I think we've already established that Kurdistan University seems to be the most dominant area, and I'd like to talk a lot more to some members there to try and build the synergy of how we can develop these infrastructure and these research-focused areas around it here. Build priorities in terms of the research structures and in terms of what the derivatives should be out. First of all, it's a national commodity. First of all, the quality of it, the standardization of it, the economy of it, the entire holistic sustainable systems in terms of the social, the biospheres, the economical yields of it here should all be integrated around the systems here. And then once we can establish a small infrastructure and with the support of WAS, we can start looking at other funding bodies here and us passing that element here. And that's where, again, my expertise can come in, because beside the chemical engineering manufacturing side of things and the pharmaceutical manufacturing side of things, I post a lot of grants in terms of generating income for sustainable research specifically, and I'll be happy to discuss that element further on with you here.